12 boards, match points, just declare. Let's take a look. So, board 1, we've got, well, apparently this hand. So partner opens a heart, East overcalls a spade, we bid 2 clubs, which seems fine. Partner bids 2 hearts, which I guess conventionally is just showing nothing extra. That always seems silly to me. Like, what kind of a hand can partner have where they can't just fake a 2 diamond bid? I mean, are we ever playing in diamonds? You know, not on this hand, but partner, I guess, supposedly could be like 4-5, 2-2, or 4-5. I don't know. It's really hard for partner not to have a 2 diamond bid available here to show some stuff in diamonds. Anyway, 2 hearts, 3 clubs. 3 clubs feels really bad. I mean, I certainly would not bid 3 clubs with this hand. I guess if 2 hearts was non-forcing by agreement, which I don't know whether or not it should be. I think a lot of people play these 2-level bids show or promise a rebid. But if 2 hearts was non-forcing, I would be very tempted to just pass that at match points. 3 clubs feels like we're going the wrong direction. I think I would just bid 2-no with the south hand. Forget about the singleton queen of diamonds and give my ace-10 fourth of spades some weight. Keep the auction open, not really suggest that I'm lacking a heart fit or anything. Allow partner to bid 3 clubs if they want. Well, shows off a little bit of a problem here. If partner was able to bid 2 diamonds over 2 clubs, we could bid 2 hearts to show a doubleton heart in support. Find our 6-2 heart fit. We're here now. Jack of spades lead. Yeah. So again, the robots love these Jack doubleton leads, which, as expected, once again here, is blowing a huge trick in the spade suit. At least one trick, maybe more. We'll definitely cover with the queen of spades, but we want to decide what we're doing next. You know, for starters, East, I think, is very likely to play the king of spades on this trick. West could have started with like Jack 10 third or something. Well, I think the robots lead low from that holding, but I mean a normal West could have started with like Jack 10 third. So it's very risky to not play the king of spades immediately. And then, yeah, we have to decide what we're doing next. We could try and set up the heart suit. We could try and ruff a spade and dummy. We could cut communications and diamonds. So East does play the king of spades as expected. We win the ace. Now, I mean, it's very possible that we could take a lot of tricks on this hand. King of hearts could be on side. It's very possible that East's 1 spade bid is based on the king 5th of spades and the ace king of diamonds, for example. That would be a 10 count. Everyone would overcall spade with king 5th there. I don't exactly know how I would take advantage of that situation, though. Because if I try and set up hearts before pulling trumps, then East might be able to rough in on the 3rd round, promoting extra club tricks for West. And if I pull trumps first, I have no entry to the long hearts. I mean, I guess theoretically I could duck a heart trick and then take a heart finesse, but that's also a very risky play. I think, for what it's worth, there's no way that I'm getting rid of this Queen of Diamonds loser. Like, if everything goes according to plan, you know, and I play a heart to the 10 and it wins, and then I pull trumps and they split, and I play a heart to the queen, cash the ace of hearts, pitching a diamond loser, and East doesn't have the third club, and I can cash another heart, pitching a spade loser, like, that would be a way to make, what is it, 12 tricks on this hand? But I think that's a little bit too big of an ask. So instead of doing that, I'm very tempted to just exit the Queen of Diamonds here. The point being that I would like to deal with this fourth round of spades by roughing it in the north hand, or at least playing the fourth round of spades out of hand, and if West doesn't rough in, I get to rough low. If West roughs in, hopefully West started with club length. But I'm going to need a hand reentry to pull the rest of the trumps when I do this. And so my hand reentry basically is going to be by roughing a diamond back to hand. Like, for example, if I were to play the 10 of spades now and spades actually were 6-1, West could rough, cross and diamonds, and get another spade through, promoting another trump trick, even if West started with 3 of them. So that's why exiting in diamonds makes a lot of sense first. All right, let's do it. Okay, well, when West turns up with the Diamond King, and especially the Jack of Diamonds now, I think it's way more likely that East has the King of Hearts. Like, King Fifth of Spades, Ace of Diamonds, Queen of Clubs. Sure, maybe the robots would find a spade overcall with that. But we're getting pretty thin. I think it's far more likely East has the Heart King for their betting. Anyway, our plan was to try and rough the fourth round of spades, which we have been able to do. Okay. So that 10 of clubs looks an awful lot like a singleton to me. I mean, there's no guarantee it's a singleton, but it kind of has that feel. I'm not convinced that I can do anything about a 4-1 club split, though. Like, if I rough a diamond, I guess I actually can, right? If West has Queen Jack fourth of clubs remaining, I could rough a diamond. Well, I could cash the ace of hearts, rough a diamond, and exit with a major suit card, and eventually end play West to take 2 more trump tricks. It's bad if trumps are 3-2 to do this, though. Okay, so we will need to think for a second about the potential shapes of the hand. I mean, we know East has at least 1 more diamond, because East did not follow with the ace on the second round of the diamond suit. So East started with 5 spades, we know that from the spade count. If East only had 1 club, 3 diamonds, and 4 hearts, I mean, West would have led a singleton heart, so that's kind of out. If East has 1 club, 4 diamonds, and 3 hearts, that's possible. West might not have led a doubleton heart, would have preferred the Jack doubleton of spades lead. It feels like a bit of a guess to me. I can definitely cash the ace of hearts, though. I think we can 100% start with that. The risk in... So, okay, let's cash the ace of hearts and see if we get some more information. 7 from East, 8 from West. Not really much to go on. We can also ruff the 9 of diamonds. Okay, East doesn't follow with the ace on this trick. So that also gives away a little bit of info. Well, so I guess that, again, the 2 lines of play that I'm considering are, I can cash the ace of clubs. If clubs are 3-2, great. We would then be able to, effectively lose a club and a heart. 10 of spades is a winner. If clubs are 4-1, though, they can ruff the 10 of spades. I guess, actually, we always get the trick back, right? If clubs are 4-1, they ruff, but it's effectively with a natural trump trick at that point. Okay, I have finally worked out. Fog has cleared. We can cash the club ace, and we kind of make as much as we possibly can against either 4-1 or 3-2 clubs. Cool. Clubs are 3-2, so we get a club and a spade from here. King of Hearts was offside, kind of as expected. So 130. Not a bad result. I'm a little surprised West didn't rough in with the 6 of clubs when I played the 3rd round of spades out of hand to force the king. It feels a little weird to let me just freely rough with a low club in the dummy. Anyway, on the board 2. So we opened a diamond on this hand. We have 18. Wow. Now, I don't know if we should be opening a diamond and rebidding 2 now, but I'm surprised that the robots did that with this hand. I would have expected them to bid, 3 diamonds with a hand like this. They say the jump and no trump shows 3 to 5 diamonds. So diamond, spade, 2 no, partner bids 3 diamonds. Natural, and I have no idea if this thing is forcing. It would honestly be very helpful if the robots announced some of these bids as forcing or non-forcing, because I still haven't been able to figure it out after seeing some of their hands. I guess with this 10 count, North's bid is intended as forcing. We decide to bid 3 no. 3 no feels like a bit of a weird choice at this point in time. This is a hand where when partner has a diamond fit, and we have all of these controls, as well as an unbalanced hand, which we didn't promise with 2 no, if 3 diamonds was intended forcing, I would be very tempted to just bid 4 diamonds. With this hand, go looking for a slam. I imagine if partner didn't want to just bump 2 no to 3 no, they should have some reason for the 3 diamond bid. We all know the robots don't think that way, but point being that partner, I think, is likely to have a singleton club quite often on this kind of an auction. So partner's, I think, most likely shape is like 5-3-4-1, and ace third of clubs looks great opposite that kind of holding. Anyway, we're here now. So partner has a 10 count with 5 diamonds. I mean, this is just an insta bump from 2 no to 3 no, no questions asked. Well, heart opening lead is helpful to us. We have 2 hearts, 6 diamonds, and 2 black aces, which gets us up to 10 tricks. We could try and collect an 11th by leading a club to the queen. And that might be our only realistic way of getting an 11th trick. There isn't really a potential to squeeze anyone and throw them into leading a club away from the king later. We don't really have the right count for it. And if we tried to rectify the count by like ducking a spade, we don't actually have access to a throw-in card. Because we're just down to singleton ace of spades in hand. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play low and dummy. Even if the Queen of Hearts holds the trick, playing the Jack from hand is very revealing. So I would much rather win the first trick with the Jack of Hearts and keep them guessing about my heart length. And I guess I'm just going to lead a club to the Queen. No reason to delay this decision. Wow. King of Hearts from East is a bit of a surprising play because I think on this auction we're way more likely to have the Ace of Hearts. So that just kind of blew a heart trick. If we had had like Ace Jack third, they would have instantly blown up the suit. All right. King of Clubs was on side. And I mean, like, in theory, we could try and run a bunch of diamonds and see if they pitch all of the king, queen of spades. I'm not going to do that. I don't expect that these opponents would make that kind of mistake too often. So no need to waste time on that one. 660. Feels like a pretty flat result. All right, board 3. So we pass in first seat. We have an 11 count. Shame on us. Partner opens a club in third seat. We bid a spade. Partner raises to 2 spades. We make a game try with 3 clubs. Partner bids game. Jack of spades. Oh no, come on. Don't do this to me, partner. There needs to be a way, if you're going to be raising on 3-card support, for you to ask your partner. And I actually kind of think that this is fine. If you don't have that convention available, I still think you should be raising with 3-card support quite often in situations like this. Now, then again, with this hand, partner could have just passed a spade, playing match points. We're a passed hand, so we can't really have a game, or game is very unlikely. Anyway, we're here now. We have reached 4 spades. We got the Jack of spades lead. I actually feel kind of good about the chances in 4 spades given this opening lead. Like, Jack doubleton of spades is, of course, a terrible lead, especially in trumps. I don't know if the robots learned their lesson after board 1, but hopefully. So I think West is likely to have spade length. Now, Jack 10-9 fourth or something, or Jack 10-9-8 is, of course, possible. Jack 10-9-8 fifth is, of course, possible. But if West has, like, Jack 10 third or Jack 10-9, we can just pull trumps and run the clubs. I guess that's not even good enough, though, right? We still don't make enough tricks. Yikes. Okay, so to make this contract, we would need spades 3-3, and we would need to get a heart ruff in the north hand. And I guess if spades don't split, we also probably want to get a heart ruff in the north hand. If spades don't split, we're going down a ton, but there's not much we can do about that. So I guess the line of play looks pretty straightforward. Win the ace of spades, duck a heart, win the spade return, ruff a heart, cross to the ace of clubs, hopefully pull trumps, run the clubs. Profit. I see. Okay, well, I was correct. West has spade length. I mean, this is a pretty clear double of 4 spades from my perspective. I don't see any reason why West would not go after that contract. This is just a big mistake. Well, still gonna go after my heart rough. Yep. So I would love to be able to score that 7 of spades somehow. So we might be able to do it if we can convince East to play 2 more rounds of hearts. I mean, it's possible West started with 3 hearts, and then East will be able to neutralize our 7 of spades by doing that. Okay, I guess I'm just going to try and cash as many clubs as I can. I don't think it's very likely we score too many clubs, but we do get to take 1 club trick. That's probably going to be all. All right. So West can rough in, pull our trump. And I don't expect to take any more tricks from here, but I guess I will play out the rest of the hand just in case the opponents have done something silly. Wow. Minus 250. I mean, not really much we could do about that one. I mean, 1 spade would have gone down, I guess, partner. But still, passing a spade with the north hand looks a lot more sensible. Like, you don't need to make this 3-card raise when partner's a passed hand. Now, if South was an unpassed hand, obviously, as North, you just need to do something over spade, and raising 1 spade to 2 makes more sense than bidding a no trump. But with a passed hand partner, you can just pass, you find the 4-3 fit. No reason to go searching for a light game if one is even possible, especially with all these queens. Queens are such bad cards. On to board 4. So East opens a no trump on our right. We show single suited hand. Partner asks, and we bid 2 spades. Partner is not surprised in the slightest. Jack of diamonds lead. We have a potential guess in the spade suit. This is starting to feel as if it's another Jack Doubleton lead. They're never going to figure this out, are they? That these are such terrible opening leads. Like, even if West gets a ruff now, it very likely is with a natural trump trick. All right. Let's see what happens. No. East does not give West a ruff, at least not yet. Club to the ace is a little weird. Ace of hearts, I don't think there's any reason to unblock here. I think if I unblock, East is just always going to play a diamond. If I don't unblock, maybe East tries to cash a club or something. And that'll allow us to pull trumps. Oh, hello. So no diamond ruff for West. We may now have the potential to guess the spade suit and make our contract. It seems unlikely to me. I think, so let's see, East had opened a no trump. They turned up with the ace queen of diamonds is 6, the king of clubs is 9, the ace of hearts is 13. Even if they have the jack of hearts, it's only 14. East needs to have the spade queen, and based on the information we have, I think East is likely to have queen third of spades. Now, there's no way we can make the contract if East has queen third of spades. We would need East to have queen 10 third. No, it wouldn't matter. If East has queen third of spades, they can always give their partner a diamond ruff. So I guess for that reason, I'm going to play East for queen fourth and West for 10 third. Go ace, king of spades, jack of spades, hoping to pin the 10 third. I don't really see what alternative I have. There's no diamond ruff. Oh my god. We made it. Way to go us. And a beer, importantly. Wow. Okay, I don't really understand what just happened. So they find the completely ridiculous lead of the jack of diamonds from Jack Doubleton. I guess it's not so crazy with 4 small trumps. But, I mean, a heart lead makes a ton of sense to me. And East never figures out to give their partner a diamond ruff. I don't understand this defense at all. Club to the ace, another diamond comes through. Ace of hearts. Heart to the king. Which is all totally fine. East hasn't blown the defense yet. And now we exit a spade, and East still doesn't give partner a diamond ruff. I can't explain that. Anyway, on board 5, I guess. So partner opens a diamond, we bid a heart. Looks good so far. 2 spades by West, pass to us. Yeah, this is a tricky spot. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm certain in a strong field I would just pass. I don't see any merit for balancing 3 hearts. We're vulnerable. The opponents are just like always doubling us. Partner clearly doesn't have a heart fit. We don't have diamond support. So I don't think there's any way we're going plus in this contract. And if we're not going plus, the opponents are going to double us quite often and collect plus 200, which is a big deal at match points. Maybe in a weak field, I can get behind a 3-heart bid. They might misdefend. They're very unlikely to double. So here we are. Okay. That is quite the hand. I mean, most people would play double of 2 spades as penalty here, I think. And that looks like what North has. Ace, king, jack, fourth. Maybe not. No, you should definitely double, right? I mean, this should really be a preempt. It should be a true preempt, especially at these colors. So I would very much prefer to defend with ace, king, jack, fourth. Anyway, we are in 3 hearts. Contract has some play. That's good news. We can probably take a spade finesse to pitch a minor suit loser. If they allow us to ruff a club in the north hand, we can just pull trumps. All right, king of clubs holds trick 1. Wow, West has a good hand. I know I blocked the club suit. I totally understand that I blocked the club suit. I was just hoping to prevent a second club being played. So I guess what that means is that if hearts are 5-0, I need the spade finesse. Otherwise, I can just claim the rest. All right. 170. Once again, the robots fail to understand basic bridge concepts, that there's no way East would dump the queen of clubs if they weren't getting a ruff there, setting up the jack and dummy. Weird. I really don't get some of these robot defenses, but I think I found ways to like give them guesses in positions where like there's no legitimate way to make them guess. Underboard 6. So we open a spade with our 11 count. We couldn't open the 11 count previously, but now that we have a 5-card suit, we can. West overcalls 2 hearts. Our partner tries to raise West and is unsuccessful in doing so. He accidentally makes a cubit in support of spades. We bid 3 spades with a singleton heart, and partner bumps. Okay, well, partner does have a 15 count, but again, I think look at the colors. I would be very thrilled, especially against these opponents who overcall on terrible hands at the 2 level, to just defend 2 hearts doubled with this north hand, despite the spade fit. I expect to get 3 heart tricks. I have a bunch of aces. I can safely lead partner spade suit. I'm expecting to get 800 quite often. Anyway, we're here now. We're in 4 spades, just like everyone else in the field. Ace of hearts lead. We get a heart continuation. Okay. Probably irrelevant what we do on this trick. I mean, we're going to hook West for both of the minor suit kings. That much seems pretty automatic. And we expect both of those kings to be on side. So getting 1 extra discard out of the heart suit is not helpful to us. I am tempted to stick in the jack anyway. Why is it helpful if I get a second heart? So my plan is basically to win this heart trick, play a spade to the ace, take a minor suit finesse, presumably diamonds, to get back to dummy. We need to decide if we're going to play for spades to be 4-1. I think this is a more common thing in like live bridge with real human opponents who don't overcall 2 hearts on ridiculous hands, where the opponents are very likely to have a singleton for this kind of overcall. And looking at our hands, and especially given that West didn't lead a club or a diamond, West's singleton is likely to be in spades. So, you know, cashing the spade ace just in case West has like singleton 10 or singleton queen makes sense. But then cross back to dummy and run the 9 of spades on the second round of the suit, planning to pick up queen 10 fourth with East, would be a pretty normal thing to do. I might still do it here. So if that's my plan, and we play king of hearts pitching a club, spade to the ace, diamond to the, let's say, 9. Run the 9 of spades. That seems fine to me. Alright, no need to risk East covering the Jack of Hearts with the Queen, and then something silly happens if spades are like 5-0. We get tapped out somehow and lose control of the hand. Alright, spade to the ace has held the trick. Guess I may as well play the Queen. Wow. West really had nothing. Okay. Nice overcall, buddy. Still think they were going for 1 million in 2 hearts. Now it seems way more likely that West is short in spades for this overcall. Like ace, queen, 6 of hearts, king of clubs. I mean, do they need the queen of spades to overcall? Otherwise they don't get up to the required 10 high card points. I think I'm gonna say no. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run the 9 of spades. Well, they had it. Was it Queen Doubleton? Of course it was Queen Doubleton. So just a sanity check on our position here. West didn't even have the Diamond King, so we get fewer diamond tricks than we expect. We score 2 spades, 2 diamonds, 2 clubs, and 3 hearts. For 9 tricks, they end up making 4 tricks in their vulnerable 2-level contract. 2 hearts doubled. I mean, maybe North actually gets end played somehow, depending on how we defend. If we're not perfect and we only score 500, still a lot better than playing in 4 spades on our cards. And West doesn't have a half-bad hand, it's just not a hand that an expert player would overcall 2 hearts, I don't think. At these colors, past hand partner, you're red-white, it's match points, your suit is weak, you have no shape. So anyway, how did we do on this hand? Probably badly, I suspect. I think there are some players who are just going to make this read that West needed the spade queen for their overcall for Gib points. On to board 7. So we open a club. We have a good hand. I think playing 15 to 17 no trumps, I would be... Oh no, we have 12. I counted 13 for a second at the start. It looks like a really good hand. I would be very tempted to upgrade this hand by 2 high card points into my no trump range, so playing 14 to 16. I would not at all be upset about opening this a no trump. Wouldn't show it as maximum or anything. I would pretend it's a minimum, but king jack 10 9 8 5th is a good holding. 10 9 3rd is fine. An ace and 2 kings is quite nice. Some other spot cards like the 9 of diamonds. Okay, we open a club, partner bids a diamond, we bid a no trump, partner bids 2 spades, which apparently shows a stopper. 2 no, 3 no. Cool. Heart lead. That is not the hand I was expecting, partner. Thank you, though. Okay. Well, the heart lead gives us 3 heart tricks. Assuming diamonds break 3-1 or 2-2, we have 7 diamonds. We have a spade. That gets us up to 11. We have a club guess for 12th trick. Definitely planning to run the diamond suit first. Get some information. Whichever opponent pitches clubs first, I mean, if one of the opponents pitches a couple of clubs, they probably have the ace. So that's going to be our thought process as we run the diamonds. And yeah, I guess let's just do it. We'll see what happens. We'll also keep in mind that it looks as if West might have led a heart away from the queen at trick 1. So that could give us a little bit of insight about West's hand, that they didn't lead something else. Obviously, we bid all the suits, but the robots really just don't care about that. Okay, there's a club pitch from East, and the 6 of clubs is a high enough spot card. I'm tempted to just think that East has the club ace. I am still gonna play off a couple of more diamonds before I make my decision. Club discard from West, I mean, it's a low club, but this could just be because East started with ace third or something and West started with queen fourth. So West is now pitched down to queen third. Okay, there's a second club. I'm now like fairly convinced that East is the one with the ace of clubs. We can safely cash one more diamond. I'm pitching a spade from our hand. And lead a club. East does fly the ace. And now we have the rest. Oh, East had the queen as well. Well, that makes the hand a little bit less interesting when they just have both of the club honors. There was no guess after all. Ooh, this looks like an involved auction. We'll take a look. So 3 passes to us. We open a diamond in 4th seed. We had the option of opening 2 diamonds to show kind of a preemptive type hand. I like a diamond with... I like a diamond just because I think if we open 2 diamonds, we're going to miss out on a heart fit a little bit too often. Although, you know, the counter argument is that the opponents are likely to have a spade fit a decent chunk of the time, and so if we open a diamond, they're going to be able to get involved in the auction. Whereas if we open 2 diamonds, maybe it freezes them out. I could see passing this hand out in 4th seat. I don't think it's that crazy. Our values are so concentrated in the diamond suit that we really don't have a ton of defense. So even if the opponents have like a 4-4 spade fit and the suit splits 5-0, they might still make a spade part score. And I think they're very likely to stop in a part score because neither one of them opened. So I could definitely see an argument for just gambling on this being a pass out in 4th. I don't think that's crazy at match points. But okay, we open a diamond, which seems fine. West overcalls a spade, no surprise there. Partner makes a negative double. East cubids to show good hand. No surprise so far that when we have effectively a minimum and 3 passes come around, the points are pretty evenly distributed. We bid 2 hearts. I hate this bid. I don't think there's any alternative other than to just blast 4 hearts here. 4 hearts puts the maximum pressure on the opponent immediately. There's no guarantee that they end up saving in 4 spades if we bid 4 hearts, and if they do, I think it's probably West who's going to make that bid, which allows our partner the opportunity to double it if they're the one that actually has some spades over there. Because again, spades could be 5-5-3-0 around the table. No reason that our partner can't have a spade stack for this auction. And if 4 hearts floats, so be it. You know, we have some chance to make it. The spade void is an asset. We do have a side 6-card diamond suit, so if partner has a doubleton over there, we're going to be in good shape. But okay, 2 hearts was bid, partner raised to 3 hearts. Now East was able to get back in with 3 spades. We now bid 4 hearts, which this has all been very slow. The opponents have now been able to get to 4 spades, but we do kind of get here in the same fashion where partner had an opportunity to double 4 spades if they had a stack. Pass back to us. And yeah, I mean, now it's just a bit of a crapshoot. This is the position where we really wish we had just passed the hand out in 4th seat. Partner not able to double the opponents in 4 spades is horrible news for us when we have no defense. So I think I understand the sentiment of saving in 5 hearts. I guess I would bid 5 hearts as well, as opposed to 5 diamonds, just on the off chance we're making it. It'll score a little bit better playing in the major suit. So here we are. Partner has nothing. Great. You know, as expected, partner, thank you. We get a spade lead. Sure. So I think the plan, I'm going to rough the opening lead and play a heart. I think a low heart. Now, I mean, maybe West will hop with the king from king third. I think it's unlikely, but that would be nice. We could actually make the contract if they do that. But if the opponents pull trumps, so I rough the opening lead, I guess none of this matters, right? If they pull trumps, then I'm going to have spade losers I need to pitch on the diamonds, so the clubs don't really go away. And if they don't pull trumps, then they're going to score the club ace. Probably no realistic way to make this if they make a mistake and don't score their ace of clubs fast enough. Like, we could do it if I rough the spade lead. Yeah, let's just do what I said and we'll go from there. All right, they do cash the club ace, so I think that is going to be the end of this one. Yeah, I mean, we could claim, but, you know, I will play out the rest of the hand. Okay, trumps 2-2, no problem. Pitch a spade loser on the ace-king of diamonds. Down 1. How do the opponents do in 4 spades? They make it. What a surprise. They end up losing 2 diamonds and a club. I don't know. Would this hand have gone differently if we had just jumped to 4 hearts directly over 2 diamonds? It looks like East was planning on bidding 4 spades anyway with a 10-card fit, but we do put a lot of pressure on them because over 4 hearts, they have a little bit of defense, the king of hearts, and their hand is definitely flat enough that they might just be going for 500 in 4 spades. So it's risky. It's risky for them to just come in with 4 spades. East could have taken a different action. They could have jumped to 4 spades over the takeout, or over the negative double from partner, kind of flipping the script and putting the pressure back on us. What should we have done? Then we probably would have just bid 5 hearts with our hand, kind of conceding the point. All right. 4 boards to go. On to board 9. Oh no! Not this again. It is incredible how many 4-3 fits we end up playing in these declare-only events. Like, going from 1 robot bidding with a human partner to 2 robots bidding with no human partners, they get to the most ridiculous spots so often. Whereas I feel like most of the time, I mean, if I play through a Zenith, on 15 of the 16 boards, we get to a pretty normal contract. And on the last one, sometimes something weird happens, but at least we have a chance to correct it. This one is just, again, insane. Why would we overcall? Club, a spade overcall, 2 clubs by partner. We bid 2 spades. Great. We're here now. We didn't even think about bidding 2 diamonds rather than 2 spades. We just signed off in the 4-3 fit like a champ. Club lead. Well, let's see what happens at trick 2. So we'll definitely play low. Okay. Maybe we don't see what happens at trick 2. Maybe the opponents are gonna see what happens at trick 2. I mean, I'm tempted to return a club. Because I think if I return a club, I might be able to do what I want on this hand, which is the opponents seem likely to switch to trumps, trying to prevent me from roughing clubs in the dummy. And then I can win the ace, pitch a heart on the 3rd round of clubs, and duck a spade. And now they might be a little bit risk averse to playing 3 rounds of hearts. But effectively, this would allow me to test if the spades are 3-3 safely. Whereas if I don't get to pitch a heart from the north hand, like if I just go ace, king of spades and a spade, and the opponents can then pull another round of trumps, or even if a doubleton honor falls, they can still play 3 rounds of hearts after winning, and I'm the one that is short in trumps and not them. So I think I like this plan. I think it's very unlikely that they're going to play 3 rounds of hearts immediately. And I mean, if they do, then I still have a choice to make. I could effectively still try for 3-3 spades. I could just duck a spade, for example, out of hand, win whatever the return is, and then cash the ace-king. Or I could elect to pitch on the 3rd round of hearts, kind of protecting my trump position. So we'll see what East does. They switch to the king of hearts, continue the ace of hearts, and they do play 3rd round of hearts. Wonderful. Well, this was kind of unavoidable. I mean, it basically means that I could have gone ace, king of spades, spade at trick 2. But they still would have been able to play 3 rounds of hearts tapping me, and then when East got in with the club ace, maybe they could cash a heart later in the play. Oh, I guess that's not true. I legitimately would have just had a bunch of tricks if spades were 3-3. Well, I still like my plan. I think East was kind of unlikely to come up with this defense, although they played it fairly quickly. Yeah, let's exit the 9 of spades, I think. So, can still go ace, king of spades. Play for the spades to be 3-3. Is there an alternative? Like, what if I play 2 rounds of diamonds and someone roughs? We might be able to score a long diamond trick in that case. Like, imagine East was... I'm trying to think of what shape East could have with 4 spades. So 4, 3, 1, 5, right? And I go diamond, diamond, East ruffs. If they play back a club, I mean, technically I get a ruff sluff. We would need East to have the queen of spades, which might be impossible if we're counting points, but hopefully not. I haven't gotten there yet. I will think about that in a second. But if East plays back a trump, I can just pull the trumps, then I get my 4th diamond. So could East have queen, jack of spades is 3. King, queen of hearts is 8. Ace, jack of clubs is 13. Absolutely. Yeah, East definitely could have all of those cards. And the fact that West didn't even like pause when I led the 9 of spades out of hand, I think makes me more confident that East probably does have the spade jack. Okay, I'm going to play 2 top diamonds. If the diamonds split, I think I'm going to play East for 3-3-2-5 shape. And if the diamonds don't split and East ruffs, then hopefully East has ruffed with a 4-card spade suit, giving East 4-3-1-5. No guarantees any of this is true, but I think that's what I'm going to do. Feels like a decent attempt. Okay, East ruffs. Plays back a spade. And so we can claim the rest. East was, okay, well they were 4-4-1-4. But we did at least navigate the end position well to make 2 spades. Could we do better if we knew that queen, jack, 3rd of spades were on side? We only have 1 entry to the north hand to take a spade hook. I don't know if East would split if we led a low spade from north, like if we crossed to the ace of diamonds at trick 2 and led a low spade, but I think that's probably a pretty bad line of play. Now, people who do go ace, king of spades and a 3rd spade are going to get in a lot of trouble in this hand. East will win the spade jack, pulled into last trump with the queen of spades, run the heart suit, cash the club ace. They'll score a lot of tricks on defense. All right, board 10. 3 to play. So East opens a diamond on our right, we pass. Pass, our partner balances with 2 diamonds, which is Michael's. East doubles to show diamonds, we bid 2 hearts. Looks good so far. Partner raises us to 3 hearts. And we decide to take this push to 4 hearts. I think this is a pretty bad bid. Partner had other stronger ways to raise to 3 hearts and did not choose them. So I think partner is actually quite likely to have diamond length on this auction, like 5-5-2-1, especially given our club length. I think that is one of partner's most likely shapes. Now, they might have ace doubleton of diamonds, but still, that means we have a diamond loser, we have a club loser. We do have spade shortness opposite partner's 2nd suit, but the opponents are likely to lead trumps, and that's going to prevent us from roughing a ton of spades. I think 4 hearts is a little bit much. It could work. I would just prefer to have a 4th heart to bid this way, I guess, or maybe a supporting spade honor like queen doubleton, as opposed to these useless queen jack of clubs. Anyway, let's see what partner has. Okay, partner has a hand that I think probably should have taken a different action other than 3 hearts. Now, I don't know if that action should have been 3 clubs over 2 hearts to effectively show like a club fragment, or if it should be 3 diamonds to kind of suggest like, I have a good hand, but I'm not just comfortable committing our side to hearts, like especially with a bit stronger spades as well. Like maybe we're 3-3 in the majors and we have like 3 small hearts and ace 3rd of spades. We would have bid 2 hearts with that hand, and we would prefer to play in spades in that case. Anyway, we're here now, so we're in 4 hearts, which looks like actually a pretty good contract. We have a diamond loser, a club loser, and a spade loser off the top. But if there aren't any roughs and things split well, I think we're going to make this one. Oh, that's really not good news for us, is it? That's starting to sound as if East has a club void. East has ace, king, queen, jack of diamonds, and has left West on lead here. Whoa! West has that card. A little unexpected. Well, now I'm certain East has the club ace. I mean, there's no chance that West has the ace of clubs with the way this auction has gone. West passed over their partner's diamond opening with an ace, mind you. So yeah, what exactly is our plan? I'm just trying to decide if I should play a club first in case... I don't know what could go horribly wrong. I can't tell. Or if I should just pull trumps and, assuming they split, knock out the club ace. Like, I definitely can't pick up Jack 10 fourth of hearts. I mean, I could technically pick up Jack 10 fourth of hearts with West if East has the singleton 8 by playing a low heart to the king. I don't think I'm going to do that. West could have Jack 10 fifth. And am I ever really like cashing the ace of hearts, seeing West drop a jack or 10 and then playing low to the 9? I think not. So I guess it can't hurt to play a heart to the king, just in case West has Jack 10 8 fifth. No promises that I can pick up the suit from there for, you know, one loser, but at least we would have an attempt at it. All right. Cool, the suit split. We can knock out the club ace after pulling the last trump. I don't really understand East leaving their partner on lead with the 10 of diamonds. You know, that looks like you want your partner to play something through. Also, West pass of a diamond is crazy with an ace and a 5-card suit, especially the spade suit. Just been a spade. Wouldn't have worked out great on this hand, but I mean, maybe it actually gets in the way of north-south. 4 hearts is not a bad spot, and over 1 spade, I mean, how does north reasonably do anything? I guess you come in 2 hearts. Very scary to do so. Anyway, 2 boards to go. Board 11. So we pass in first seed. Left-hand opponent opens a spade. Partner makes a takeout double. Why would we ever bid 3 hearts? This bid's crazy. 9 to 12 total points. Hold on, do we actually have that? I guess we do. The 4 of clubs counts 2 points for singleton. And we have 7 high card points. I mean, jacks are terrible cards. Jack of spades and lengthen the opponent's suit is awful. Although, for whatever reason, the robots think that it's good to have lengthen the opponent's suit. It's so bizarre. And it doesn't even matter which side the opponent's suit is on. Like, it's clearly worse for us to have lengthen left-hand opponent's suit than right-hand opponent. Because if right-hand opponent had spades, we could at least over-rough West when we play extra spades through. Whereas now, East is over-roughing the dummy when we try and rough spades in the north hand. Well, 3 hearts apparently was our bid. Partner raised us to 4 hearts. How badly did we end up? Wow. This is incredible. Because I think if we just bid 2 hearts like a normal person, we would have missed out on this game. That isn't to say game makes. I mean, we need 3-2 trumps, and we need to be able to ruff 2 clubs in the south hand without anything else going wrong. But it looks doable, especially on the king of clubs lead. I mean, maybe a trump lead would have sank us. It's possible. King of clubs, queen of clubs. Going great so far. I mean, not much to do. We can pull a round of trumps, and when everyone follows, we can just claim. We can ruff the 10 of clubs with the jack of hearts, pull all the trumps, run the diamonds, lose 2 spades in the end for 10 tricks. Whoa. The wind outside is going crazy. I don't think any trees have been knocked over. I'm also surprised that I still have internet right now. I would have fully expected things to die. This would be a perfect time for my internet to cut out. Twitch, in case you're listening to this, this would be a perfect time for my internet to cut out. Right now. Also surprised I still have power. All right, let's try and get through the last board. So East opens a diamond. We overcall spade. We have 14. Can't really fault the 1 spade overcall. I know some players might be tempted to overcall a no trump, and I don't think it's that crazy to do so. We do have the values for it. The only concern with the no trump overcall is we might end up playing it there when we could easily take more tricks and spades. Diamond stopper's a little bit flimsy as well. Partner Cupid's 2 diamonds. East doubles to show diamonds. We bid 3 clubs, which again, I have never understood the robot's like game tries in these scenarios. Partner puts us back in 3 spades. I don't understand going to look for a game here. We have 14, yes, which is a little bit extra on top of our normal overcall strength, but we're 5-3-3-2. Partner's a passed hand. We only have 5 spades. Queen of diamonds is a useless card. I do not like it. I think I would have been very tempted to just bid 2 spades, kind of calmly and in tempo. And then if it goes past 3 diamonds, we can then, you know, try and get involved further in the auction by doubling them. And maybe we collect 300, who knows? But anyway, we're here now. So, looks like, I mean, we kind of have a club guess if the spades come home for a 10th trick. But I guess we'll see, yeah, we'll see what happens the first couple of tricks. So East is going to win a couple of diamonds. What? Looks like we don't have a club guess, although the only real problem that we have right now is that if East plays a 3rd diamond and West ruffs and then gives East a club ruff, then that's not good for us. I think I'm going to dump the Queen of diamonds to try and dissuade them from doing this. Okay, it didn't matter. God, East doesn't even play back the Jack of diamonds to give West a losing option here. Oh boy. And now did they get another trump promotion? They don't. Okay. Well, we're down 1. So, despite partner having kind of like fitting hands, or a fitting hand, 2 spades was our limit. And despite the spades splitting 2-2. All right, how did we end up? Wow, that is a very average result overall. a couple of the boards were fairly flat. We expected board 6 to maybe be a little bit of a poor result for us. We had, I don't know if you want to call it misguessed, but the queen of spades over here was with West, and I kind of expected a lot of the players to just treat 2 hearts as like, they must have 10 high card points, otherwise they wouldn't do this. I think I've seen the robots overcall, especially with 6 card suits with fewer than 10 at the 2 level. I have no idea if this West would have if they were 1-6-3-3 in shape instead of 2-6-3-2 without the spade queen, but that was basically the hand I was playing them for. Rest of the board somewhat flat. You know, last hand exactly average. Board 11, again, mostly average. Looks like 1 or maybe 2 people didn't make 10 tricks on that one. Board 10, exactly average. Hey, Brian. Board 9. 9, one of our best results. I mean, we made 2 spades. No surprise that our plan of not, gambling on 3-3 spades immediately ends up paying off when the suit is not 3-3. And for the record, 3-3 spades only happens about 1 time in 3. So it's a pretty safe gamble to play for 4-2 trumps most of the time when you're in a 7-fit. Board 8, another flat hand. Everyone's going down 1 and 5 hearts. Board 7, I don't know what happened at one of the tables, but again, looks like 1 or maybe 2 people didn't lead clubs up to set up their last trick. Board 6 we looked at, board 5. So we scored 64. I remember this is the hand where they didn't get a club ruff, despite East playing the queen and 10 of clubs on the first 2 tricks. And instead they played a diamond over to East's hand, and now there's nothing they can do. We just get to pull trumps and unblock the clubs. So I guess it looks as if maybe some percentage of the field kind of also false carded in clubs, giving the opponent some illusion that we were the ones short in the suit. Board 4, our best board of the set, we made 2 spades. Yeah, this one was super weird. East had the opportunity to give partner a diamond ruff at like 10 points in the play and failed to do so every time. Board 3, completely flat across the field, 4 spades down 5. Board 2, looks like 1 person did not make 11 tricks on this one. We just let a club up to the queen, which was our best chance. And then board 1, we made, well, 10 tricks and 3 clubs. We ended up kind of timing the play well by leading a diamond at trick 2 to cut communications. Then we were able to ruff a spade in North's hand, and we didn't fool around by trying to take a heart finesse, which would have failed. So 10 tricks. But ultimately, I mean, this felt like a pretty flat set. Scores kind of reflect it.